Okay guys, good day. Today is January 13th, 2021 and today is a Wednesday. So today, naghingi ako ng mga stock requests sa Facebook page ni Risk Trader. So, I will only do the top 10 kasi there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Almost 30 stock requests na magkakaiba. So, I picked the top 10, no? Kasi if I do all of it, it's gonna take 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours. So the top 10 are ACEN, DITO, FAG, GREED, PXP, APX, AB, MRC, FNI, APL. So today we will start with ACEN, which is top 1. Okay. So with... Wait, medyo nagkandaloko-loko na naman tong... Okay, so okay, last time nag-drawing ako, 'di ba? May kita niyo tong triangle. So ngayon, medyo nawala siya, no? Yung triangle ko, tsaka yung mga drawing ko, nag-move upwards. Right? So may glitch ba yung Instagram? I don't know. Pero ayun. So with ACEN, I think I discussed na there's a possibility that we are in correction mode, right? Kasi if we're gonna look at it in Elliott waves perspective, usually when you see a triangle, right? When you see a triangle here, it means that nagawa na natin yung 1, 2, 3. This is 3. 4 usually yung triangle, and then 5 is up here. Saan yung 5? And so 5 is up here. So usually, hindi ko nahahanapin yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, hindi ko nahahanapin yung 1 and 2. Pero basically, what I think is this is 3 and 4. So usually in Elliott waves perspective, there's 5 waves going up. After a 5 waves going up, magkakaroon tayo ng big correction. So this is 3 and 4 because there is a triangle here and then there's 5, right? So may kita natin medyo significant yung drop niya, no? Compared dito, may kita natin na konti lang yung dip, right? I mean, 'di ba? If we zoom out, may kita natin na this drop is significantly stronger compared to the past corrections that we've seen, right? So for ACEN, I think 2 days ago, which is I think this is Monday, nag-rebound tayo. Pero I know we broke down, right? So it's safe to assume that we will do a correction. So there's a lot of ways this can correct. This can correct like this if ACEN is really bullish, or it can correct like this, going down to the 200 and 100 moving average and maybe find support somewhere along these two moving averages. Right, ganyan. So it can go down here kung nasaan si 200 moving average or even just here. But I think if we find support sa 100 moving average, then we will have this type of correction, a bull flag correction. But if we're gonna find support here, then probably it will be a zigzag. So for ACEN, yeah, it's hard to say, pero ako, I would take my profit. Let's look at the 1 hour. So for the first time in a very long time, looking at it on the 1 hour chart, we have reached the oversold, right? And usually in a bull market, when we reach the oversold, dyan yung parang reset, no? Dyan yung parang refueling ng mga bulls. Nagpapagasin ulit for another attempt up. So looking back here, may kita natin that we have reached the oversold. Right? What happened after the oversold? We continued up. No? So let's zoom in. Ayun, no? Dito tayo nag-oversold. Right? After the oversold, nagkaroon tayo ng bullish divergence. May kita natin dito. Wait. Bullish. Yeah. Meron tayong tight bullish divergence and then tumaas. So for ACEN, it's really hard to say. Pero ayun nga, nasa uptrend pa rin talaga tayo, no? Bull market pa rin tong si ACEN. So here, hanap na lang siguro tayo ng mga bullish signals before we go in. No? Kasi medyo 50-50 talaga eh. Pero basically, this is our next support at 5.5 pesos. So, if ever we touch this 200 moving average on the 1 hour, tapos meron kayo nakitang bullish divergence, then medyo maganda yung probability natin pumasok. Right? Pero I think there's a good probability na magsa-sideways muna tayo. No, we can find support here tapos mag-go tayo ng bull flag. Hindi siya dediretso tumaas, I think. No, of course, I can be wrong, pero I think we're gonna go sideways for a while before we go up again for ACEN. So after ACEN, let's do dito. So, tulad kanina, di ba si ACEN, may kita natin na looking back at dito, sige, remove the drawing lines. Di ba? Si ACEN nagkaroon siya ng correction na ganito. Yung tipong matindi yung bagsak. Comparing the previous mga correction, no? Di ba? This is significantly heavier and mabigat, right? So, what I'm expecting for ACEN is we can go do something like this, no? Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, ayun, no? Meron tayong bull flag, right? ABC. No, ganyan. So there's a lot of ways na pwede tayong mag-sideways. Pero just to give you an idea, we can consolidate for a very long time before we try to go up again. Right? So here, with dito, if we're gonna compare the corrections here, no, mga correction dito compared here, this is also big. So possibly, no, we can do a triangle, A, B, C, D, E, right? We can do a triangle like that, or maybe A, B, C again, right down here, kasi this is our previous resistance and we might find support here. No, so I think basically halos lahat ngayon ng market is on correction phase. I mean, we had a really good run going up, no, and it's not just gonna be hindi lang lagi good times. Magkakaroon din tayo ng alam mo yun, sadness or mga setbacks or mga sideways. Diba? Medyo malabo pero gets yun yun. So medyo correction mode tayo ngayon for PSE. So ito si Tito, mukhang bullish naman kasi meron tayong higher low sa price action, meron tayong lower low dito sa RSI, so it could possibly mean that this is a hidden bullish divergence and there's a good probability that we will alam mo yun, create a triangle. Kasi yung napansin ko sa triangle is sa triangle we will see ano talaga hidden bullish divergence. Pag nag-triangle tayo sa price action tapos nag-triangle din yung RSI, yon medyo bearish yun. Pero pag nakita nyo nag-triangle dito, may higher low no, sa candles, pero lower low sa RSI, then it means na there's a good probability that this is a bullish triangle. Right? Or we can do an ABC going down tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, something like this, no, to find support at the previous resistance. After dito, let's do Fa. Fa. Ayun o, di ba kanina sinasabi ko sa dito, meron tayong hidden bullish divergence. This is another example of a hidden bullish divergence. We have a higher low on the price action, but we have a lower low on the RSI. After this, may kita natin, we did go up. Right? So for Fa, honestly, wala akong masyadong position na nakikita na pwede natin pasukan. Right? Medyo ano pa rin siya, uptrend siya, di ba? So, for me, siguro mag-update na lang kayo ng stop loss nyo. Pwede dito, right? I mean, nabasag na natin yung ano yun, yung mga minor resistance here, another breakout. So siguro sa mga momentum trading, you can update your stop loss sa 2.2, right? Para if ever mabasag yan, at least na preserve nyo na yung capital nyo. So, sa mga gustong pumasok, sa mga makatiyang kamay, which I don't recommend to enter now for FA, pwede kayo pumasok bukas or anytime, basta maglalagay lang kayo ng stop loss sa 2.02, and always remember na do not risk more than 1% of your capital, which means pag natama ng stop loss nyo, dapat 1% lang ang mawawala sa capital nyo. No? Hindi yung tipong all in, 50% in, 20% in. No. I mean, you can get lucky and earn a lot, pero pag nagbaliktad yung market, nagbago yung trend, mababawi rin lahat ng kinita nyo. So simula pa lang, you should practice good risk management habits, no, for FA. So that's for FA. Next is green. So green, right? I mean, this is another one, right? We have a hidden bullish divergence here. Lower low on the RSI, but higher low, right? And then makita natin may bullish candle here, no, bullish engulfing candle. So seeing this, no, dapat alam niyo na this is a valid hidden bullish divergence, no, not really this is the lower low of the RSI and we can continue up. At the same time, another way you could have played this is if you drew a triangle, right? I mean, some people will see this as a triangle, pero for us, yeah, parang ganito lang. Siguro if you want to enter green, conservative stop loss should be placed here at 2.37. Sa mga momentum traders na nakapasok na maaga dito or wherever, put your stop loss here at 2.77. It's really up to you, no? Just always remember na if you choose a tighter stop, mas malaking chance na matamaan stop loss nyo. If you choose a mas maluwag na stop, medyo hindi kayo prone to stop out. Pero at the same time, mas magiging mababa rin yung position sizing nyo if you follow risk management. Right? So for green, okay, let's zoom out and look at it on the bigger picture. Let's take it out. So for green, I mean, this is the ultimate resistance level here. Right? Medyo maano na. So let's do this. And yung ultimate resistance natin. Now, so far, that's the immediate resistance. And even here, right, looking at it in the past, honestly, mukhang pump and dump stock lang naman to si green eh. Right? Whenever we reach 3.54, we're gonna go down. So unless there's a very good reason for it to break above, expect a correction once we reach 3.54. No? To be more conservative, let's put it here na lang. 3.34. Right? Kasi resistance, resistance, resistance. And of course, zoom in, let's zoom in. Another resistance we can take into consideration is here, but we can clearly see now we have broken out. Just remember to take your profit at 3.34, right? Because there's a bigger probability that we will have a bigger correction when we reach the 3.34 than it would break out. No, unless honestly ako kasi hindi ako updated sa fundamentals, but if there is a really good fundamentals na tipong life-changing, go, but I doubt so kasi if you zoom it out, ever since what? Ever since 2000, wala pang 2010, no? Wala pang 2010, ayan yung laging resistance natin. Pero wait, let's look at it on the weekly. 8, 3, 5, yeah. Now, so, since 2003, let's do this na lang. Since 2008, no, this resistance has been respected. Alright, and also this is a pole, this is the flag, right? Potentially this is a PC, no? After green, PXP. PXP, let's do some support and resistance. So for PXP, we have resistance here. at 19.4. Another resistance we can take into consideration is here, which is the respecting resistance. Another thing we have to take into consideration is this gap here, right? And if you know the gap, usually pag may gap, babalikan yan ng stocks. No, usually halimbawa ito nag-gap up tayo, wala kayong nakitang candle dito. 90% of the time babalikan yan ng stock. No, when is another question, pero most likely it will return. Maybe soon, right? Kasi we are here at the resistance. So let's look at it on the daily. Ayan, ayan. May malaking gap na naman dito. Diba? So usually binabalikan yan. Kasi even sa FA, alam ko sa FA yun eh. Ayan. Diba may kita nyo si PXP. Meron kayo nakikita ang gantong malaking gap. Right? Ito, sige, huwag mo natin extend. Nakikita nyo walang candle dyan. Right? Nung tumaas to, grabe yung mga tao. Syempre, hype na hype, pump na pump eh. Pero kami, nung nakita namin tong gap, medyo cautious na kami. Alam namin that there's a very high probability that it will go down and fill the gap with candles. Since there's no candle here, it will be filled here. Right? Okay, so another gap we saw is here. May kita nyo, di ba, may gap dito. Walang candle dyan, no? Di ba? Eventually, binalikan siya, no, to fill the gap. So, yan yung medyo concerning for PSP. No, that there is a gap. Right? So, be cautious. Another thing on the daily is we have the bearish divergence here. No? Also, this could be a potential bear flag. Right? This is the pole, this is the flag. So let's look at it on the 1 hour. Even the PSI index kasi is looking bad. It's the PSE index is not looking sexy. And if we look at PXP on the 4 hour, 4 hour and 1 hour halos same lang sa PSE. So hindi ko gets ba't may daily pa. Ayan, meron tayong shooting star dito. No, potential bearish candle. Well, let's look at it. So for me, be cautious with PXP. For me, if we break the support of 11 pesos, let's say 11 pesos na lang, imbis na 10.99. If we break the support, be prepared. No, there's a very good possibility that if we break 11 pesos, we will go down to fill the gap. Ano, wala, di ba? No? Yan. So, ingat-ingat for PXP. APX, like I said, no guys, karamihan ng stock ngayon is in correction. I mean, di naman lahat. Pero as you can see, majority of the stocks will go into a correction mode. So, APX, okay, ABC, D, E. So, this is a potential bearish triangle forming. Right, for APX. Potential, okay. This is a potential bearish triangle. But at the same time, we cannot ignore the fact that we are finding support at the 100 moving average on the 4 hour. So keep an eye on this 100 moving average. If we go below 100 moving average, no, nag-close tayo ng body ng candle dyan, medyo delix na. No, pero pag nag-iwan tayo ng wick, potentially pwede pa maging bullish yun. Pero just remember, if we close a candle body below this 100 moving average on the 4 hours, exit. Right? Exit. 1 hour. Yep, A, B, C, D, E. No, so the only time I will be bullish for APX is if we go above 2.05. Until then, mukhang mas mukhang ano siya, medyo 50-50 eh. Kasi in the 4 hour, we are finding support at 100 moving average, which is somehow bullish, no? But at the same time kasi, we also have to take into consideration that this can be a bearish triangle. So the only time I will be bullish if we can break above 2.05. Until then, keep an eye on the 100 moving average on the 4-hour chart. Next is AB. Pasensya na guys, medyo mabagal. AB, pwedeng maging bullish since I see this is an ABC. No, mukhang tapos na yung ABC. At the same time, this is a support zone. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. Eh, uh, weekly. If we can, if we reach Friday, no, tapos nagsarado tong candle above this red candle, tulad now, no, we can consider this as a bullish engulfing, but we still have 2 more days to go. So, medyo I can't give hindi ako confident na makakapagbigay ako ng magandang analysis for AB. But if may position na kayo, maglagay na lang kayo ng stop loss sa 7.0, no? Hindi ako confident sa analysis ko, but I'm sure 7.0 is a good stop loss for AB. RC. MRC is still going strong. Wow. Right, I think last January 11 nata akong gumawa ng analysis, which is around here. So ayun, if we are gonna look at it on the daily, we can see that, sige, punta na tayo sa 1 hour measures instead. So okay, on the 1 hour chart, makita natin that the 100 moving average is being respected here. Right, so I would not recommend anyone to enter, pero I would recommend to update your stop loss here. Kasi last time I alam mo yun, during my live stream na 0.52 is your stop loss, pero you can update it now here sa 0.57. No, medyo kasi kapang talaga to eh. So hindi ako masyadong familiar sa pattern na to, but tingnan natin kung may bearish divergence na. There have been multiple bearish divergence, pero there's also hidden bullish divergence here. Lower low on the price action, but higher low on the RSI, higher low on the price action. Right, so drawing na lang kayo ng trend line, no? And if mabasag tong trend line support, then doon tayo magiging bearish. Right? Ayun, this is another example of a hidden bullish divergence. Lower low on the RSI, but higher low on the price action here. After that, FNI. FNI, medyo uptrend pa rin siya, no? So, update your stop loss here. Sa mga gustong pumasok, I think you could, kung gusto talaga pumasok, pwede pa, no? Lagay na lang kayo ng stop loss dito. But I can't guarantee you na tuloy-tuloy pa rin to. Kasi we can see na there are multiple bearish divergences here. Right? And also, dito tayo nag-find ng support sa 20 moving average. We have reached the 20 moving average. Right, so let's look at it on the 1 hour. So sa 1 hour, is this. Ayun, meron tayong lower low on the RSI, pero medyo flat to. Right? So if you want to enter, since may hidden bullish divergence, you can. No, wag lang kayo mag-all in. Only risk 1% of your capital. And a conservative stop loss would be at 2.4 pesos or 2.39 pesos, right? Or you can wait. You can wait if we break out of this, right? Baka kasi maging ano yan eh, descending triangle. So siguro hintayin nyo mag-breakout dito. If mag-breakout dito, pwede kayo maglagay ng stop loss here or here. It's up to you. After FNI APL. Ayun, APL. So the last time I recommended this stock is nung nandito tayo. And then I targeted 1 is to, I told the viewers na you can target 1 is to 1. No, of course 1 is to 1. If you targeted 1 is to 1, natamaan na yung target profit nyo. Pero if 1 is to 2, medyo hindi pa. Right? But at the same time, may kita natin, back in the past, no, meron tayong hidden bullish divergence here. No? Nag-find tayong support sa 20 moving average. So again, we are at the 20 moving average. Right? Will this hold? We'll know tomorrow. Right? So just update your stop loss here sa mga merong APL at 0.15. Let's take a look at 15 minutes. Baka meron tayong makitang ano. Nope. Wala pa. So yeah, that's it guys. It's been ilang minutes na? 26 minutes and 10 stocks, not most requested stocks out of 30 stocks. No, so if nakatulong tong video, please share this video to your friend. If di pa kayo nakasubscribe, subscribe, click the like button. Once again, this is Risk Trader. Don't forget to set your stop loss and learn to take your profit.